In this video, I will try to answer the question, will Hillary Clinton run for the presidential election in 2020? And the reason why I have a feeling that this might happen is in the last couple of weeks, Hillary Clinton's been making a lot of noise. I will say this, after the last election with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, I thought Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, basically after the election, sort of disappeared, and I thought they rode off into the sunset, and that's all we would be hearing about them. Obviously, that's what happened with Obama. After the last election, he's basically disappeared, and we don't really hear anything from him. At least I haven't heard anything from him. And basically, after the election, after the election of Obama, George Bush, for his part, disappeared from the public eye, except for a few things of his painting pictures or something of that nature. He's been largely absent from the public view. So I think, for his part, he's rode off into the sunset. I think Obama's rode off into the sunset. But obviously, the Clintons haven't rode off into the sunset. They seem to be back in action, at least for the last couple of weeks. The first media article that I read or announcement that I heard from Hillary Clinton was she made the announcement that I told you so, telling everybody that this is what Trump was going to do, blah, 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 blah. And, just slamming Donald Trump as usual. And then yesterday, after the Republican health care bill fell apart for a variety of reasons, which are beyond the scope of this video, she got back in action, swung into action, and telling the Democratic Party that this fight isn't over with yet. And she's been rallying the Democrats. She's been rallying the Democrats for the last couple of weeks. So, to me, I don't think it's any secret she's probably planning to run again in the general election of 2020. Do I think? Do I think she'll be a stronger candidate? And I think she will. Here's what I think. If she decides to run again, she won't be flagged with the email scandal that dogged her in the last election, and she won't be dogged by Libya, the action in Libya from the last election. The immigrant crisis is largely cooled down. So she's escaped from the Libya scandal with the ambassador residency getting attacked and the ambassador killed under her watch as Secretary of State. And the email scandal, well, that's going to be old news, and Libya will be old news by then. So it would be impossible for the Republicans to really mount an attack like they did in the 2016 election against her. What I think will happen, if she decides to run again, she will be faced with more primary challengers than what she was faced with in the last election. But I do think she overcomes those challenges, and she does run as a stronger candidate in the 2020 election. Now, I assume Trump is going to be running in the 2020 election. If everything goes okay with him, he'll be running in the 2020 election. The thing is, he'll be faced with a much stronger Hillary Clinton. Now, in the last election, Trump won the electoral votes by a large measure. He won 306 delegates to Hillary Clinton's 232 delegates. But Hillary Clinton won the popular vote and by something about 3 million votes. The popular vote went 65,853,516 votes for Hillary Clinton and 62 million votes, 825,000 million votes for Trump. So I think if Trump and Hillary get into it in the next election, it's going to be very, very, very close with the delegate count. I think a lot of the states that were close may go over to Hillary. So do I think she has a good chance of winning next election? Yes, I do, because there's really nothing that they got on her, and this goes along with the history of the Clinton scandals. Basically, Whitewater, that wasn't an issue in the 2016 election. See, the problem is the Republicans never really push on many of these Clinton scandals too hard, and the Clintons end up slipping by on them and getting away with all these scandals. So I don't think the email scandal is going to be an issue in the next election, and I don't think Libya is going to be an issue for her, or what her job performance was as Secretary of State in the next election. That's all I have for you in this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.